Item or person. Sometimes you want to add some item or person or both of them into your banners, and let's look how to do it, how to create these components. We have two these examples. For the future we will create banners for some random musical instrument shop. Okay, so usually these items are not that big at the banner, so that's why usually it's enough to create a component 600 by 600. Actually, right here we have very small banners, not very small, but not so big. That's why we created a small component for the item, but in my example I'll create it 600 by 600 again. So if you have that big item or an object, you can use it even in your Facebook story banners. Okay, so I created a frame and I will make it a component right now. I will name it item. I usually don't use slashes in the names of the files because this is used to make separate folders when you export a lot of files in Figma. We won't cover this, but I just don't use slashes as a separator. I use something else like this. I mean, if you know what you are doing, if you export a lot of files and you want them to be placed in separate folders, in this case use these slashes to download your files and to name your layers. But I will leave it like this. Item person. And I have two images that I want to paste into my banners. This girl and these headphones. As you see, both of these images have a transparent background. This is very important because we will use these images at the banner, so we have to have transparent background. We will have a separate lesson about plugins and other services, and some of them allow you to create images with transparent backgrounds. So if you don't know where to find these images, don't worry, we will cover this. We will cover how to create them, and of course you can download such images from image search like Google or some stock images as you want. So for now I just have this image and I will copy paste this and put it into this frame. Okay. Oops. Okay, I will make it smaller, and here we are. Okay. It will be like this. Now I will make it background transparent, and now I will, oops, I will copy paste those two banners, and I will paste copies of this component into my banners. Okay. Okay. Just make sure that they touch the bottom of your banners. If you know that you will probably paste people into your banners, if you paste some objects that are not cut at the bottom, so in this case you can place your components in the center whatever you want, but as you see this doesn't look good with people if these people are not placed here in their full height. Okay, so we have this. I don't like this very much because it's not very contrast, and this girl doesn't look good at this background. So I will go here and find my, let's name this layer blur layer, and make it less transparent. I'll set it to 30. Yes, now it's better. I like it more. It became more contrast. And now let's say that we created one set of banners and we uploaded into Google or Facebook, and now you want to create another banners, and you decided to put these headphones instead of the girl. In this case, I copy paste this image here, and I have my item person component. I just need to make the girl layer invisible. Advice is do like this, making some pictures invisible only if you expect that you will use them later, these banners. But if you understand that you used this girl image one time and you won't repeat it, in this case better delete this layer, because when you have a lot of copies of these layers, Figma operates all of them and it just becomes working slowly. For example, if you have these banners and you create them over and over again, at some point you can find that your item component consists 10-20 different images, and even if they are hidden, if they are invisible, Figma is working with all of them when you do anything, when you scale up, scale down, and this will significantly slow the whole process. So if you don't need this image anymore and these banners, you better delete this layer. And usually when I do this, I create new files. So I duplicate the file and I do all the changes and the copy. In this case, I will have all of my banners at my library, and I will have all of the versions. And if I want to get back to the banners with the girl, in this case I just need to open that file, and that's it. So now we know how to do it. And for this image I will set my background back, because these headphones are white, and I better use or another color. Oops. For these, like this, for example, this looks better. Or I just make it more transparent again. Actually, I like... you should put it probably over here for these banners. But if you don't want to change anything at your template, just use this, and this is pretty constant. Okay, so we covered how to insert different images, items, people to a banners, to how to make it using components. And let's move on to the next lesson.